Hello, friends. Welcome back to Sunday Shenanigans with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308. And we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat and the, and the Peanut Gallery. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Greetings.
Also, Master Rasta 420 in the chat. Hey, Master Rasta 420. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. So, we are doing breakfast with the Kush gang today because we missed that yesterday, and we have these Dankin' Dips, a new product from Kush gang to try for breakfast this morning. Now, these sold out that on Friday. They completely sold out. I managed to note of disclosure, by the way, this is a free gift from Kush Gang in order to try the product. I did not pay for this. However, I went ahead and bought one for a friend who works at Hidden Leaf who was in danger of not getting one. So, this is
I'm going to have to get you to buy one for me to give to my brother-in-law.
All right. Next week. Next Friday.
Sending him his own personal infused cookie dunking kit, I think he will get a kick out of.
Oh, that's sugar.
I would hope so.
Oh, that's a lot of sugar. Oh, wow. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it through all of it just with how much sugar that is. Woo! It is delicious. It's very vanilla. There's a lot of vanilla in this icing.
You know,
400 milligrams in the thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to access all 400 milligrams just because of how sugar that is. Oh, that's good, though.
If this gains traction like it sounds like it's going to, I wonder if other frosting flavors could be done.
Oh, I'm sure. You know what? Peptide cake with mint frosting. And
honestly, I was thinking
right now,
more.
There are a bunch of TOS geeks who are going, yes, I want peptide cake with mint frosting.
In all honesty, I was thinking more along the lines of like vanilla cookies with a maple frosting, but specifically geared for a certain festival that's coming up.
That would be good, maple flavored.
Maple it would, maple it wouldn't.
Maplewood. That is a good question. What maple wouldn't?
Which, because I'm thinking about it, we do actually have that particular festival in the Discord event channel. Yeah. That's coming up in March.
Yeah. Hopefully, the weather won't be too horrible this March.
Yeah.
Yeah. It hopefully won't be. It'll be safe to get to, and safe to get around. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's just so much sugar.
It is. I mean,
no, that's too much sugar.
Just the nature of frosting or icing or whatever you're going to call it is sugar.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, it is. It's the basic nature of it. I really. What?
Nothing.
Yeah, I really am. My tolerance to sugar has really dropped over the recent years.
Fair. You know, if you can do that with sugar, and do that to make marshmallows and gummies and things.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they could do something like caramels, or if they have done caramels.
Yeah, you can. I've done something like caramel. Unfortunately, not exactly on purpose. I overcooked the sugar. Or I burnt the sugar and then undercooked it. So it's this gummy, chewy, slightly over-carbonized caramel.
Sounds like you were taking cooking lessons with my mother.
Uh,
Over-carbonized was her mantra.
Yeah, this was a rare failure on my part. I was trying a new thing. I was trying a new way of doing candy making. I was trying to see if I could get it to work in the crock pot.
Oh.
Yeah, nah. What I was trying to do was cook the sugar and weed syrup down a lot in the crock pot, and I was considering transferring over to a double boiler of some kind, making a double boiler. And, or transferring over to a regular pot and kicking the heat up quickly while stirring so that I don't so I don't burn the sugar, but I get to the closer to hard crack. But I left the crock pot unattended for just a little too long, and the sugar burnt.
Was the crock pot on high or low?
I don't remember. Probably high. And that's probably my mistake. I'm dog sitting Deadpan Dog for the weekend. And I don't know if y'all just heard him snoring over there next to me. So, yeah, it was probably on high, and that's probably where I made my mistake. I probably should have turned it on to low when I walked away. But also, I should have turned it off when I walked away. And I should have, when I came back, should have then transferred over to a regular pot and started there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the mistakes like that we actually remember and learn from.
Yep.
Most of us remember and learn from. Like I said, overcarbonize was Mom's mantra.
Yep. So, well, now that
Pokemon,
huh? Oh, I almost
Charizard.
Oh, definitely. Charizard, yes. Yeah.
I forgot to do our ad read.
Okay.
Breakfast brought to you by the Kush Gang, purveyor of fine edibles and drinkables, findable on Instagram at KGSnacks434. Our other sponsors include Hidden Leaf, who provide today's pre-rolls. 105 West Main Street, above the bricks, on the downtown mall, Charlottesville, Virginia, above the bricks, Suite 200. Great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds, eh, bud? The only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Also, they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personally highly biased research. By which I mean I was incredibly high when I did my biased research. Also, our sponsor, Firehouse, findable at Firehouse, spelled with a Z, findable at on Instagram at Firehouse, spelled with a Z. Yeah, my ad read is all thrown off today because I did it differently, so.
Yeah. We live.
Yeah, you know. Also, you can find Hidden Leaf on Instagram at The Hidden Leaf. A note of disclaimer. We will be probably expressing political opinions throughout the show today. Those opinions belong to us, the expressor of the opinion, and or the channel and or parent company, but not necessarily to any of our sponsors, including Hidden Leaf, Kush Gang, and Firehouse, spelled with a Z. Not to be confused with Firehouse Subs. Alright, I think we've covered everything in the ad read. Yeah, so let's get into the show today. We are playing along with NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. This week with special guest John M. Chu, director of Wicked.
That will have the audience very excited.
Yes. Also, we will be doing a remembrance for Catherine O'Hare at the end of the show today, so stick around for that. Yeah, plan is hopefully somewhere around noon or so, to do the remembrance for Catherine O'Hare.
Mm.
Oh. So, Peanut Gallery will not be playing along with the game today because he has already listened to the show, or at least the first half of the show.
Yep.
Fair enough.
That doesn't mean that I'm not keeping score.
No, that's fine. I mean, I haven't listened, so.
I didn't either. All right, well.
Of course, you can always just argue that I never listen anyway.
Right.
I am not about to make that statement because that is entirely untrue.
All right.
You listen.
Let's get started. You guys clicked on the thing and everything?
Listen.
From eBay,
Just one
the
moment.
worst part about loving cars might just be buying them and all
Can
the
you hear?
parts. From Toyotas to Aston
Just a
Martins,
sec.
eBay has thousands of cars and the largest online selection of vehicle parts and accessories. eBay, things people love.
I am not buying a car from eBay. That is a Negatron. That is a big Negatron.
How much tape do you think they pack it with?
I didn't even think about delivery. Jeez. Right?
Airdrop at velocity.
Oh, yeah, that's a new meaning for drone strike there.
It's special cargo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ow. My, I have this little, remote control flying device. It stopped working. Apparently it went on drone strike.
Uh-huh.
Good one.
Yeah, that, thank you.
So why did someone paint giant S on the side of their vehicle?
I don't know why.
Because they wanted people to say, look at that S cargo.
That is an old one.
That is.
No,
Be
that's
careful
not
with
true.
that joke. It's an antique.
Mm. Well, that aside,
I gotta remember that drone strike joke. I gotta remember that one.
I have seen in the wild a white van. Yes, it's the classic stranger danger white van. And the license plate is GAUGH.
GAUGH?
Yes.
Go. It's a Van Gogh. I love it. That is, oh.
Obviously, their
It should
kidnapped
have an ear
victim
painted on the
target is
side.
artists and
It should
posters.
have an ear painted on the side, but only one ear.
Well, it took me a while to figure it out. I kept on seeing it, and there was something eerily familiar about it.
Nice. My RC helicopter stopped working. It went on drone strike.
Good morning, Chris.
Hey, Chris in the 386. Good morning.
Ooh, and Crystal.
Just
Yay,
me,
Crystal.
Crystal. Hi. Okay, there we go. Got the joke written down. I won't forget it now. Yeah, I will.
You
Good
will, but hey,
morning, guys.
This is being recorded, correct?
True.
Okay, so
But
hopefully...
I'm not going to watch it again.
No, but I'll remind you to where it is.
Yeah. No, I'll probably right after we finish streaming, as I'm setting to upload, I'll record the joke and put it on YouTube. Just so that it gets done and out of the way so I don't really forget.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Yeah, I think we're all doing pretty well today. I hope you're doing well, too. Crystal sent me some pictures of the snow around her place right now, and it is...
Oh,
She's getting a lot of snow for up here. Like, that would be a lot of snow for Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
So
I have a stupid, funny thing, either to start with or to end with, depending on everybody's mood. That happened yesterday in Nelson County.
All right.
It's in the chat.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and let's get on with Wait, Don't Tell Me. Huh?
Okay.
What was that?
Kevin disagreed.
Kevin doesn't get a vote.
Let's get on with Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, so that we can get to the end bit of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me before Peanut Gallery has to leave, so that he can hear the rest of the show.
Yes.
Because he did miss the second half yesterday. And then we'll do the thing, and then the remembrance for Catherine O'Hare. So everybody in chat, by the way, start thinking of your favorite Catherine O'Hare role. Your favorite thing that she did.
Oh, yeah, I've got a couple.
Me too. All right, can you all hear?
Yep.
All right.
From NPR and WWDTM Chicago, this is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. It's cold out there, but don't worry, I'm still hot.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm Bill Curtis, and here is your
Wow.
host at the Studebaker Theater at the Fine Arts Building in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being with us. We have a fine show for you today. Later on, we're going to be talking to John M. Chu, the director of Wicked and the latest Wicked for Good. So finally, we have a guest who has no basis to object when I burst out into song. Well, we want to hear your tune, so give us a call to play our games. The number is 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. It's time to welcome our first listener contestant. Hi, you're on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hey, Peter, this is Ken Carlton from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, right next to Gettysburg.
All right, Mr. Gettysburg.
Ken
Okay, what do you do there?
I teach in middle school. I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th graders about careers.
Do you really? I have to ask, what careers are middle school kids these days most interested in?
Well,
YouTuber.
strangely, a lot are really interested in being physical therapists, video gamers, or NFL players.
In that order, I assume, right? Well, Ken, welcome to the show. Let me introduce
Why
you
physical
to
therapists?
our panel this week. First up, she's a comedian and host of Ted's new democracy series, The Great Experiment, on TED.com. It's Negin Farsad.
Hey, Nagin.
Hi, Nagin. How you doing?
I'm good.
Next, an actor and writer who can be seen in the stand-up show We Have Fun at Young Ethel's in Brooklyn on February 4th, and in the show Uptown Showdown at Symphony Space on February 5th. It's Peter Gross.
Hi there.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
And finally, making her debut on our panel, she's a writer and the brains behind Depth of Wikipedia, whose show Depth of Wikipedia Live is on tour now with tickets at depthsofwiki.com. It's Annie Rauerda.
Hi.
So, Ken, great to talk to you. Thanks for calling. You're going to play Who's Bill this time. Bill Curtis is going to read you 3 quotations from this week's news. If you can correctly identify or explain just 2 of them, just that, you will win our prize, any voice from our show you might choose for your voicemail. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Let's do it then. Here's your first quote.
It's Milan. It's your vibe.
That's the official motto of what big event kicking off on Friday?
Oh, the Winter Olympics.
The Winter Olympics, yes, it's
I
coming.
almost said
They're
Fashion
here. With just days to go before the opening ceremonies, Milan is still racing to finish some of the venues. The ice hockey rink has a hole in it. The ski lift gondola that takes people to the top of the mountain still isn't done. And I know when I get on a gondola going up a mountain, my first thought is, I hope the contractors rush to get this done on time.
Is it not done like it doesn't get to the top of the mountain, or is it like, oh, we shouldn't have started at the top and the bottom and met in the middle,
yeah.
and it doesn't, there's like a big
Classic
gap or
error, yeah. How did they not plan better to have this done in time? This is the country that literally invented the phrase about not building stuff in one day.
What I love is that, like, if we now, as a globe, have learned how gay hockey is.
Yes.
Like, just that everybody's gay. And then I think what'll be really
Everybody.
exciting.
Everybody is gay.
Just everyone.
That's the message, Ollie. A heated rivalry is that 2 hockey players are gay.
And then all of them are gay.
Exactly.
And then I think, well, conversely, I think we might learn that everyone in ice dancing is very straight.
Really?
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm thinking is going to come out of the Olympics this year.
Well, how about skiing? How about luge?
Goes both
Yeah,
ways.
luge.
So,
Give us what sports are gay?
Luge
It
is
seems like you know.
famously luge is very
All right,
bisexual.
wait a minute. Okay, I was about to
Skiing.
say, okay, hockey's gay, ice dancing straight.
Curling.
What's biathlon?
Triathlon
Now, the biggest star in the
is-
U.S. team, I guess it's arguable, but
tri-
this is the consensus,
is what
probably
biathlon is.
figure skater Ilya Malinin. He's a, yes? You guys are fans, am I right? He's the guy
Wow,
to
there's Ilya Melanin heads in
They
the
are,
audience.
yeah. He's a 4-time world champion, and he is famous for his quadruple jumps. He's done 7 of those jumps
That's
in
28.
one program. Now that is
28
that I'm gonna say, all right, 7 quadruple jumps. That's amazing. But I gotta say, it's like after 4 or so, we get it.
Yeah.
Do something gay. That's
Yeah,
what people want.
Now, Ken, your next quote is a woman talking about her new $75 million documentary premiering this week.
Melania Trump.
so much.
Yeah, how are you?
Moving into the White House, packing, moving into the White House.
Whose much anticipated
That's my word.
whose much anticipated action-packed documentary premiered on Friday.
It'd have to be our First Lady, Melania Trump.
Yes, Melania.
I heard an interview review with one of NPR's correspondents who went to see the movie
Oh
in
dear.
theaters. Yeah, and it is it made it all the way up to number 3 in its opening weekend. So that's but yeah, the correspondent said that the woman behind her, when the movie ended, the woman behind her stood up and applauded, you know, and said she deserves an Oscar. And this kind of terrifies me. Documentaries, the people who documentaries are about don't generally get the Oscar because they're not performing. They're not the actor. They're just being. The person who gets the Oscar is generally the director or the camera person for capturing the stuff.
I've got so many terrible things I shouldn't say.
Yeah, and?
Yeah, but why not say them?
So I guess the people who went there are part of a tea company.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, I think this is going to end up leading us to have a New York Tea Party. Or a Florida Tea Party.
I was thinking how a good number of tea companies are actually, well, put it this way. If the Branch Davidians had been around longer, they probably would have made a tea company.
Yes.
Yes. They already sound like a corporate name. Hi, we're the Davidians. Branch? No.
Yeah.
Branch Davidian. Ain't nowhere else I'm gonna go with that's gonna be good, so I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Reasonable.
Although I will say, you should know that a state is bad news when the most ordinary town, Plano, Texas, Leaving it there. Let's move on.
The movie Melania came out Friday, and all week theaters around the country were boasting advanced ticket sales in the ones. The movie follows the First Lady for the 20 days leading up to the inauguration, with the big drama being, will she ever complete that Dalmatian coat she's been working on?
I don't really care,
She's only
do
up to
you?
96
I don't really care, do
Dalmatians.
you? Yes.
Can she be best?
That's the question. This week, the White House threw a big premiere party for the film. The guest list was the creme de la what? Mike Tyson was there. True.
That's bizarre.
As well as Apple CEO Tim Cook.
That's
Can you
believable.
imagine seeing this movie and then having to come up with something nice to say about it to the president and his wife? They're standing right there, and you're like, wow, you know, the title of the movie, Melania, really accurate.
Or you could say what people say, like when they, like I've done plays and stuff, and afterwards, like, that you had so much energy up there. Really, God, though, you were in it the whole time.
What was that?
That was an agreement for the how to give a compliment without actually saying anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I have to tell you this is also true. According to Rolling Stone, 2/3 of the movie's crew asked not to be listed in the credits.
No.
Seriously.
There's the text.
It's like the ICE agents of the production world. Like, they just don't want to show their names.
Yeah, no, you haven't seen that many names redacted since the Epstein file.
It's a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton, Alan Dershowitz,
Yeah.
Larry
Yeah,
Summers.
they're in their grips now.
All right, Ken, here's your last quote.
Exploding trees are possible.
That was a headline warning people to watch out for exploding trees during what recent weather event?
The freeze.
Massive snowstorm that hit all around us.
Yes, the big cold, the big winter storm that blanketed the country this last week.
All right. Okay. Now,
Have you seen the videos of the exploding trees?
no. I've seen one video where a tree exploded behind a guy or something, but it wasn't like, it was hard to tell what was going on. But okay. See, my immediate thought whenever you say exploding tree is wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a wildfire, all of the water in the tree starts to boil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creating gas that's expanding, right? And we know what happens when gas expands in an enclosed space, especially of something that is not exceptionally structurally sound. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's at the base level of structural soundness.
It's not meant to be pressurized.
Right. Although it does take pressure better than rock because it does have some give.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you end up with exploding trees. They pop.
Mm-hmm.
So, a water molecule is a very specific shape. There's a very specific angle between the hydrogens as they connect to the oxygen that makes it so that when water freezes, these molecules snap into place in this crystalline structure. This crystalline structure, these molecules snap into place in a way. They don't snap into place in the most stable connection where it's, where it would be like that. Snap into place like that. So they don't shrink. Water doesn't shrink when you freeze it because of the shape of the water molecule. It expands, which is why when you freeze water in an enclosed container, it will break the container.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what's going on inside these trees. The water inside the trees is freezing, expanding, and tearing apart the tree.
And the
There
other
is
the other
no
part of it
punchline there. That is all just physics.
Yes. The reason that it is happening more is apparently because the temperature was dropping so quickly that instead of stuff freezing gradually and the stresses being able to be taken out within the tree, it just couldn't.
Right. Oh, this same water expands when it freezes thing is why we can't really do cryogenics.
Yeah.
Because when a cell freezes, the water inside expands and rips the cell apart.
Yep.
It's also the simple reason why ice floats.
Yep. It's less
Because of
dense. It's
Yep.
the same mass over less space.
More space.
Over more space. Thank you. Dyslexic over here, so, less space, more space, hey.
Of course,
I
most of
watched
the
Huh?
most of the images or videos that you'll see demonstrating this, you just need 1 second to look at them and you can realize that they are not real.
Mm.
Oh, the exploding trees?
Yep.
Most of them are faked?
Yep. It is a rare thing. It can happen. Just most of the ones that are shown are not real.
Okay. I mean, that tracks these days. That definitely tracks these days. Yeah. Pretty much everything's AI these days, isn't it? So.
Oh, that's because we're lacking so much natural intelligence.
Yeah. I was going to say speak for yourself, but then I remembered I'm a 1D10T. So, yeah. Well, all right. After today's science lesson, back to the game.
That storm did not just make roads impassable, and it did not just make your skin burn from the cold. It also caused trees to explode. This is great news for those
And
of us who've
lizards
always
to
wished
fall.
trees would finally do something. So this happens when moisture gets into a tree and in a pre-existing crack, and then it gets very cold, the ice forms and it expands, and all of a sudden the crack basically gives way and the tree just goes poof. And you should not stand too close to trees when this is going on, because this would be a very embarrassing way to go.
This is also why the trees need Botox. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need to like
Yeah, tighten up.
that up
Yeah.
so they don't move around.
Tons of people posted videos, this being the world we live in, of exploding trees. It's pretty cool. You hear a loud noise and the tree suddenly goes, boom, falls apart. The phenomenon is also called, and this is true, frost crack. Which is also what you get when your snow pants fall down, right?
Which is also something about drugs. Go ahead.
That's when you roll your...
My head went to Robert Frost,
mind.
but that's just me. Very different.
And that's why we're on NPR, ladies and gentlemen.
Bill, how did Ken do in our quiz?
Wow. Ken, you did great. 3-0.
Congratulations, Ken. Well done. You've won.
Thank you. Thank you. Huge fan of the show.
Thank you. Take care, Ken.
So it occurs to me that we are under more pressure than the
And now, panel, time for you to
contestants
answer some questions
because
about
we're
this week's
trying
news.
to answer
Peter?
faster than the contestants as well.
But we have the option to pause, and they don't.
That is true. That is true. We do have, but I guess I was more thinking when, because for the last 2 weeks I played on my own, listened on my own, and played along, on my own because we weren't streaming. But yeah, I mean, yes, we have the option to pause, although we generally don't during the questions.
No.
I generally don't give you guys extra time during the questions.
Yeah, usually we only pause to riff,
Yeah,
so we're not talking over them.
Yeah,
right. So we don't miss a question.
that too.
But yeah, we are under, I think we are under more pressure than the contestants because of the timed nature of our having to answer.
Peter, times are stressful, we know that, but the New York Times has offered advice for achieving, quote, nirvana. Just do what?
Subscribe to the New York Times.
No.
Trepanning?
I'll take a hint.
It's okay. I mean, not only do you achieve absolute
Home brain
inner
surgery?
peace, you also find out if you have polyps.
Get a colonoscopy?
Yes, go get a colonoscopy. A writer was finally forced by his advancing age to get a colonoscopy.
I said that at the same time as he did and in exactly the same tone, because I think I was just as confused as he was. Also, if you're finding nirvana from a colonoscopy, you might be gay. I'm just saying, like...
Well, if you're finding nirvana from a colonoscopy, you're just validating my opinion of that band.
I wondered how you were going to use that.
I couldn't even help it. I have to cash in the F-bomb because fuck you. We know we disagree about this, so it's okay.
I think I need to send you another bag of F-bombs.
Oh.
Look, I try not to ride them too much. I don't like them, and I'll leave it there. But when an opportunity like that presents itself, you go for it.
Yeah. I love Def Leppard, but I still make the joke, what has 7 arms and still sucks? You know, it's there. The joke is there. You make the joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's our job. I like Def Leppard, but man, I wish somebody'd give him a hand.
Oh.
I do not understand this joke.
Between their first and second album, maybe their first and second, but between 2 of their albums, their drummer was out in his sports car and got hit by a train and lost his arm.
Lucky that's all he lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. I think he worked closely with Devo after that to set up his drum kit, because he had a lot of electronic pads for his drum kit so that he could have extra sounds that he could trigger with his foot pedals or with his one other arm. And at the time, I think we were still only like 5 or 6 years out from, but it may have been like closer to 8 or 10, from when Devo invented the first electronic drum set. I mean, it tracks that the guys in Devo would invent the pressure pad electronic drum set that we know as the, tracks. So there's your music history trivia.
The colonoscopy, and he discovered that they're actually wonderful, a secret known only to all the people who have gotten a colonoscopy. Why do you think we're smiling all the time?
I'm sorry, I've had 2. I do not agree with this sentiment. I like the being knocked out and not being awake for it, but have you prepped for a colonoscopy?
Well, here's the thing. So, most people who enjoy colonoscopy, it's all about the drugs. They give you the procedure, you're out, you wake up, you feel good, it's okay, you feel good for the rest of the day. This guy even loved the prep. That's when you have to drink gallons of horse laxative until your organs liquefy and exit your body. He says, quote, "It was as liberating as a spa day." He called it, quote, "my diarrhea vacation."
Oh,
unquote.
my God.
And I will admit, it is kind of fun to discover that your own body is a clown car. I had no idea how it all fit in there.
People get on the New York Times for so many political left and right reasons who they support. This is the last straw for me. I'm not interested in their opinions on colonoscopies.
Yeah, this guy is going to be so amazed if he ever takes an actual vacation. You mean I don't have to spend all day lying next to the toilet? This Wisconsin Dells is heaven on earth. Coming up, our panelists send us a postcard from afar.
Okay, I'm gonna eventually get a colonoscopy, I'm sure. I'm past due for one. I kinda don't want to be all drugged up and knocked out. I mean, I am a bottom, so it's like, sounds like my kind of party, really.
So, as someone who has undergone the procedure, there were 2 things that I remember most clearly about the entire thing, or most vividly, I should say. One, the concoction they have to drink, while not terrible, the consistency of it and the volume just makes it a sheer struggle to drink. It is a very odd consistency.
This is me not making a joke about an ex-boyfriend.
Okay, then. And 2, I had to chuckle when I got into the room and they were about to put me under. I'm just like, oh, great, we're having a party. There are 6 or 7 people in here to stare up my ass.
I usually get paid extra for this. Somebody better be cooking me breakfast in the morning.
In our Bluff the Listener game, call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play. We'll be back in a minute with more Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR.
I keep going. Say less, Trev. Say less.
This message comes from Whole Foods Market. From big game bites to are made in-house.
But it doesn't have to be your. Go to cookunity.com.
Stress about whether with Amazon Pharmacy.
This week with Annie Rowarda, Nagin Farsad, and Peter Gross. And here again is your host at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Bill. Right now, it's time for the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me Bluff the Listener game. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play our game on the air. Hi, you're on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, this is Caroline from Tacoma Park, Maryland.
I know Tacoma Park. Have friends there. What do you do there?
I am a life and leadership coach and an organizational learning specialist.
Organizational learning specialist? What is that exactly?
It's designing learning programs and learning strategies to help companies and organizations function better.
Oh, I was hoping you could help me neaten my office, but that's also good because I desperately need the help. Well, welcome to the show, Carolyn. You are going to play the game in which you must try to tell truth from fiction. What is the topic, Bill?
Let's go sightseeing.
So it's great being a tourist. You're so busy trying new foods and seeing sights, you don't realize how dumb all the locals think you are. Our panelists are going to tell you about a new surprising tourist attraction that people are flocking to. Pick the one who's telling the truth. You'll win our prize, the waiter of your choice and your voicemail. Are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right. First, let's hear from Peter Gross.
Scandinavians are famous for their sleek, minimalist design style. This week, the Museum of Interior Aesthetics opened in Stockholm, Sweden, celebrating that style with room after room of clean lines and minimalist flair. As a fun contrast, museum founders included an exhibit called the Vulgart Room, or Vulgar Room, featuring some extremely non-Scandinavian design choices. Items in this tackily decorated room include a neon Bud Light mirror perched above a red felt poker table, a burgundy velvet couch next to a lime green pleather couch, a 70-inch TV sitting on boxes of books you never unpacked after moving. Much to the chagrin of organizers, this is the most popular part of the museum. People are fascinated to see so many horrible design choices up close, says museum director Jens Olofsson. It's very depressing, and that comes from someone who was raised on Strindberg plays and Bergman movies. To add insult to injury, visitors are also obsessively grabbing up only the gaudiest souvenirs. The gift shop is already out of plastic couch covers, that poster of Albert Einstein sticking out his tongue, and federal bikini inspector drink cozies.
A museum of good modern design becomes instead an attraction for people who like the vulgar stuff. Your next odd attraction comes from Annie Rauerda.
Sumerian 6-7 fever has struck teens and tweens traveling to the UK. Instead of Buckingham Palace and that dumb Ferris wheel, middle schoolers from America are dragging their parents to the British Museum. The reason? A 3,400-year-old Sumerian tablet. In the bottom left corner of an otherwise unremarkable clay slab sits a seemingly innocuous pair of squiggly figures. Their meaning in Sumerian lost to time. Their uncanny resemblance, the Arabic numerals that we all know, 6 and 7. Museum staff report that preteens literally jump at the chance to snap a selfie with this apparently hilarious relic, and that attendance was up 250% compared to the same period last year.
If it
It's
exists,
even sparking an interest in more travel, with many happy kids asking, "Mom, Dad, for spring break, can we go to Iraq?" It's popular with British kids too. Kelly Warner, a 5th grade teacher at William Shakespeare Primary School in London, said that she had seen such a surge of student interest in the Sumerian way of life that she introduced a new student unit on the Epic of Gilgamesh. Reported one of her students, "Shout out to 6-7 for introducing me and the boys to our new passion for ancient Sumerian culture. Life was crazy back then."
Middle school kids dragging their parents to see the 6-7 Sumerian slab at the British Museum. Your last tourist trap tale comes from Negin Farsad.
Ah, the glamour of international travel, the churches and museums, the exotic food, riveting cityscapes, and the Costcos. That's right, there's a trend among American tourists that involves visiting Costcos in other countries on purpose. These super fans of bulk consumption call themselves Costconians, and they won't stop till they've sampled every Hot Pocket in every time zone on God's green earth. Did you know that Hot Pockets in Australia flush the other way? After visiting a Costco in Japan, one woman said, "It ranks right up there with the temples." Of course, you wouldn't be a true Costconian if you didn't buy the hot dog in every exotic Costco. Turns out they do taste different because in some countries, hot dogs are made of a recognizable meat. Look, they can't all be perfect.
All right. So according to a report we found this week, tourists are going to a surprising place, or at least for a surprising reason. Was it from Peter Gross? Tourists heading to a museum of good design in Oslo just to look at the exhibits of bad design. From Annie Rauer, middle school kids rushing to the British Museum because they think an ancient slab from Sumer
B to be true.
says 6-7, or from
But I don't know if it will be.
tourists from America heading overseas, and instead of seeing the local sites, they go to the Costco, which is the story of tourism we found in the news.
I'm kind of.
What did you say?
I'm going with B because I really, really appreciate the idea of 6-7 being the lead-in to the next rising of Gozer the Sumerian.
Yeah, okay. I like it. I'm there. I'm with that. Let's welcome Gozer with 6-7. I mean, the thing is it would be right up Gozer's alley.
It would be. And in all honesty, it's probably going to turn out to be A.
Yeah, there's something about A that I like, too. I don't dislike A. Like, I would like that one to be true, too.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the sinking feeling that Americans are Americaning all over the world again.
I'm kind of tempted by Nagin's story about Costco, but I think I'm going to go with Peter's.
So you're, instead of Nagin's story about Costco, you're going to choose Peter's story, which is the Museum of Excellent Design.
Unless that's the wrong answer. I think I'm going to go with Peter's story.
You're going to go with Peter's story. All right, well, we spoke to someone familiar with the real story.
The classic Costco hot dog and pizza are here, but you can also get a nice little creamy mushroom soup, tteokbokki, and even bulgogi pizza.
I don't feel good
Hannah
about
Ashrink,
getting
a deputy
that
food
point.
editor at Bon Appetit, talking about the glories that are available at the...
Okay, so about the Swedish, or about the design thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the one I thought was true originally.
Yeah, I would buy it. Also, I really like both styles of design. And I know you can't tell by looking at my background. But I do love minimalist design, clean lines, that sort of very sharp and straight, and what I like to think of as galactic empire design. You know, that had some very minimalist design stuff going on. The Empire, dun 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 dun, dun. And I really liked that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, obviously, I love the more cluttered look. Honestly, the cluttered look in my backgrounds does not happen by accident. None of this clutter is actually by accident. All of the clutter behind the cameras is way less on purpose. But I try to keep the clutter in front of the cameras very on purpose, very by design. Intentional. That was the word I was looking for. All right, back to the show.
Korean Costco food courts. I'm so sorry you got fooled. Happened to the best of us. You did earn a point for Peter, though.
Thank you.
And he's grateful, and we're so grateful you called.
Thank you. This was really fun.
Really fun to have you. Take care.
Bye. Doesn't matter, I don't care. I will shop most anywhere. Nothing but the best for me.
And now the game we call Not My Job. John M. Chu was a prodigy as a kid, making movies with his 4 siblings in Northern California, but unlike most child prodigies, he ended up doing really great. He's directed music videos and documentaries and features like Crazy Rich Asians, the highest grossing American movie ever with an all-Asian cast, and now Wicked and its sequel Wicked for Good in theaters now. They're the biggest movie musicals in decades. John Chu, welcome to Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Yeah, but I bet he didn't direct
It's great to have
Melania.
you. So you grew up in Northern California, the son of a very accomplished restaurateur, right? Grew up in the restaurant
Yes.
business. And
It's still there. 56 years later, my dad's still there. He's 82. It's called Chef Chu's, and he's there all the time. He loves to work and loves to eat.
Wow, yeah. And were you ever tempted to go into that business?
Never.
Not once. Not even a little bit.
I would, a restaurant, being raised in a restaurant, it's great because it's a house of stories. Everyone's telling stories to my dad's telling stories to them about me, and it's the people in that restaurant, because it was in Palo Alto and Silicon Valley, that people from Adobe gave me software to edit with, gave me cameras, gave me computers, so it was a very beautiful
Wow.
place.
Yeah, and that's what I meant, that you were identified pretty early as somebody with a flair. Yeah, so you went to film school and you made a short film which got a lot of attention, and I was able to find the trailer for it online.
Oh, man.
And it's called When the Kids Are Away, right?
Yes,
and
yes, it is.
If I understood correctly, because it's just the trailer, the idea is little kid leaves for school with all his friends leaving for school, leaving their housewife mothers. They're all sort of traditional housewives. And as soon as they're gone, the housewives break out into these fabulous big choreographed musical numbers.
Yes, what they do when the kids are away.
And I watch this and I'm like, oh my God, it was true.
But the twist of the movie is at the end. I'm just going to ruin it for people.
Please.
But at the end, because you'll never find it, the end of it is that this kid gets found and he starts to share his moves. He thinks he's in trouble, but he shares his moves, and he actually introduces new moves to them. And we find out that he's actually little Michael Jackson, and that it's the passing on of the old musical to the new musical. Because from then on, he knows how to do that.
Wow. Oh. I'm just thinking.
It was very deep. It was very deep.
Yeah.
It was very deep.
You were a dancer. You studied tap dance for a long time, right?
I did. I mean, I was forced to tap with my sister because my mom didn't. I was in the car when she would take all her brothers and sisters to different dance things. So I did tap with my sister. I didn't want.
So one of the things in my life that I regret is that I didn't develop a sense of rhythm, and I guess regret is strong wording here. One of the things that I find unfortunate in the way that my life developed, the way that I developed, is that I didn't develop a sense of rhythm until I was in my 20s, in my early 20s. I think 21 or so was when I had enough manual dexterity to be able to make my body move in any semblance of a rhythm. And from there, it was starting to be able to hear the rhythm of the music and not just hear the beat as a cluttered jumble because of the dyslexia. And so it wasn't until I was about 21 that I started being able to dance with any semblance of rhythm.
Most people just lose their rhythm at 21.
You know, you'd think. But nope. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a good dancer or anything. I've been told by other people in goth clubs that I'm a good dancer. But I don't know that that translates. You know? I don't know that I'd be able to... I don't know that I'd be able to say salsa dance. I think, and I don't know that I'd be able to learn quickly, kind of thing. I might be able to. I'd actually like to try, but I don't know if I am able to. And any music where I have a hard time hearing the bass, the kick drum beat, it's hard for me to find the rhythm to dance to. Which is part of why I like techno so much. A lot of techno and house music, that bass drum's really easy to hear, and it's a 4 on the floor, so every beat is the kick drum, and it's easy to follow that rhythm. Do either of you dance?
Not really.
I bounce around.
That
See,
counts.
dancing would require me to go to a situation where I'm going to be around people.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. Just ask goths. Most of our dancing is done at home, alone, in the dark, in front of a mirror. Why in front of a mirror? So you can check your moves and make sure they're good. Why in the dark? So you don't have to see your moves.
Yep. That is exactly correct.
Yeah, no. Dancing alone has a long and beloved tradition. Not just for goths, for a lot of people. That's what I do on Friday afternoons and Sunday nights. I just happen to have cameras on me when I'm doing it. I should really be embarrassed by this, but I'm not. All right, we should get back to the show.
Other people in our class. So me and my sister did our local talent show, our school talent show every year.
Wow. Were you any good?
If by tapping well you mean like glitter and gloves, and I did this one, me and my shadow with my sister, and we got in a fight right before we're doing it in front of our school, and my mom brought in the wood panels, and my sister and I are fighting, and so she's really shy, and I don't sing along with her, so she had to sing in front of our whole school by herself, and I'm in this big black unitard as her shadow, and so I haven't lived it down since then.
Really?
I actually still feel very guilty about that.
So you have a big fight, and you have to do this dance number, and you won't sing, and she has to sing the whole number by herself, and you're just behind her in your black unitard, tapping.
And she's like, me and my shadow. It was devastating for her.
And she's never seen any movie you've ever done because she's still mad. Right?
At some point, I will get in the unitard and sing in front of her at some point.
Right.
But not yet.
So you grew up on musicals, and so you must have been excited when you got to direct the movie version of probably the biggest musical of the last 20 years, right? Wicked?
Yeah, I was psyched. I saw Wicked before it was ever on Broadway, when it was at San Francisco, because we had season tickets, and my mom called me up. I was at USC at the time. She said, come watch Stephen Schwartz's new musical. So I got to watch it sort of as patient zero before anyone knew anything about it.
I just have to ask, to personal reasons, when you were watching Wicked, were there any middle-aged men in the audience sobbing at Defying Gravity? Did that happen at all?
We were all sobbing. We were all sobbing.
Okay.
So beautiful.
So I have to ask you about this, especially with the first installment, Wicked. There were so many marketing tie-ins. There was Wicked branded Crocs Wicked Mac and Cheese Cups, Wicked Barbies, Wicked Stanley Cups, and Wicked Build-A-Bears. I'm assuming you own all of that?
Swiffers, yep.
Yep, you have it all?
I know now. I know who sponsors this show. By the way.
Did you have a favorite one of those that they threw at you?
Listen, the Swiffer is pretty cool when you go to Target and you see the Elphaba and Galinda sections, and they're there. I mean, it's not a broomstick. It's but it's close enough.
Wicked Swiffers.
It sort of makes sense.
Honestly, though.
That's a good way to get your kid to clean the house. Like your kid that loves Elphaba is like, I'm defying gravity.
I got one more question. So
that's also a really good phrase to get into the new Boston accent. Oh, Wicked Swiffer.
Mm-hmm.
I watched before Wicked some years ago. You made not one but 2 movies with Justin Bieber, and I'm watching the second one. I had to. It's the one that's leaving Netflix soon. and here's the thing: you designed the concert in addition to filming the movie of the concert, and including, which I thought was intensely cool, Justin's entrance into the concert, in which he flies in, foreshadowing Elphaba, right? With these enormous wings. And I was wondering, speaking to you as a creative genius, if you have any idea that how I can improve my entrance on this stage.
Wings.
Because I just kind of walk out.
You need some lasers, you need some dancers, and you need your wings. You know, his wings were made of all his things that he actually knows how to do. It's built of all the things that have carried him. And, again, I'm very deep, guys. And you have to find your wings. What are your wings?
Wow. So my wings, all the things that got me here would be standardized tests and antidepressants. I could see it.
And don't forget Havana Nights.
No!
In that corner.
John Chu, it is a pleasure to talk to you. We have invited you here today to play a game we're calling
That's Wicked Good.
Since you directed Wicked for Good, we thought we'd ask you about a famously wicked good place, Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, gosh.
Where, by the way, now that I think of it, Wicked Swiffer sounds like something they'd say, right? A Wicked Swiffer? Yeah. Anyway, answer 2 to 3 questions correctly. You'll win our prize phone of our listeners, the voice of anyone they might choose in their voicemail. Bill, who is John Chu playing for?
Joe Robbins of Seattle, Washington.
All right, you ready to do this?
All right, let's go, Joe. I got you.
Okay, man. Here we go. Here's your first question. Scientists have tried to study what makes people from Boston become people from Boston. And one actual study discovered which of these findings? A, Bostonian skulls are 5% thicker than the average Americans. B, 15% of Boston toddlers drink coffee. Or C, all Boston school districts have a unit on how to climb light poles.
Oh my God.
Okay, we are pausing to get the answers so that we don't scream it out all willy-nilly. You're going with B?
Yeah.
I'm going
I'll go
with
with
B.
the thicker skulls.
Huh?
I'll go with the thicker skulls.
You'll go with the thicker skulls? I'll go with B. We're past the part that you heard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he came on the program and I pulled into my parking spot.
Okay.
Oh my God.
The one that is like crazy enough, but not too crazy, would be the coffee, B.
You're right, John. That's the one.
Yeah.
Here's your next question. Boston sports fans are known for their enthusiasm.
Thicker skulls. Yes, Maddie, thicker skulls. Well, no, apparently not. It's that Bostonians, most Bostonian babies have had coffee. How you doing, Maddie?
During the parade to celebrate the New England Patriots' first Super Bowl win in 2002, what happened?
We come in on thicker skulls.
A, the crowd started chanting, "Yankees suck," even though they play baseball. B, 3 fans were arrested for trying to throw beer bottles right into the hood of Bill Belichick's sweatshirt. Or C, fans crowd surfed Tom Brady all the way from his duck boat to a nearby bar.
I'm going with B.
I'm going to go A.
You're right, that's what they did. I mean, of course that's what they did.
That's what I would do. That
Yankees suck. I gotta tell you, I saw it on TV. It was wicked Swiffer. Here's your next
Wicked
question.
Swiffer.
Earlier this month, Boston's WBZ News I-Team launched an investigative report after a man had something he'd been saving to pass on to his kids ripped away from him, heartlessly. What did that man lose? A, his Red Sox season tickets located where his heckles could be heard on TV. B, a 1981 Pontiac Trans Am that was missing both axles. Or C, 93,000 Dunkin' Donuts rewards points.
93,000 Dunkin' Donuts rewards points.
I'm just going to go with what I think is just the most logical. I'll go C.
You're right, that's what it was. He had accumulated 93,000 rewards points at Dunkin'. He was hoarding them to hand out to his children as his only legacy, and then Dunkin' changed the rules and they vanished. Isn't that sad?
It's actually the
Well, listen, we had a great
injustices.
partnership with Dunkin' for Wicked for Good. You could get these little Munchkin tins. It was great. It's fantastic. So.
Of course.
Wicked
Munchkins.
Dunkin'.
Yeah, it's right there.
Can you talk to?
What was that, Cap?
I said he mentioned the partnership with Duncan. I'm like, I could see where they were going with the Munchkins.
Yeah. It's time to make the donuts.
Talk to them about
Wicked
this guy's
smart.
points.
I think we should talk to them. Come on.
Come on.
Dunkin' Donuts, if you're out there, help this guy out.
Bill, how did John Chu do in our quiz?
3 right answers is wickedly good.
Wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome. Wicked Swiffer. Wicked Swiffer.
John M. Chu is the award-winning director of the Wicked movies. You can stream Wicked for Good now. John M. Chu, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for these wonderful movies. I cried like a baby. Take care. In just a minute, Bill reveals a secret beluga whales have been hiding for years. Find out what it is in our Listener Limerick Challenge. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to join us on the air. We'll be back in a minute with more of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR.
Nobody talks about the real political powerhouse and kneecapping organization in Oz, the Donut Making Union Guild. Good one. Donuts over lollipops.
I'm pretty sure the other ones would lollipop off on you.
Yeah, but it's hard to get around a donut.
I don't know. There's a whole way to get through it.
I was about to say, they put holes in you. Plus, they got all the dough.
I'm more worried about that cream filling.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
Yes.
I went to the Krispy Kreme in Charlottesville yesterday, right? I really wanted a half dozen raspberry-filled donuts. Not because I want to eat a whole 6 donuts all right now, but like, I know that I want a raspberry-filled donut today, one tomorrow, and one the day after. And like, I just want them a few times just to get the craving done with. Because I've had this craving for a while, right? But like, I can only ever get one because the assorted packages, the assorted packs that you can get at Walmart only have one raspberry filled in them. So I thought, okay, I'll just go get a half dozen and be done with the craving. And they were out. They run out of Krispy Kreme, ran out of the raspberry filled donut. Like they say that they just can't keep them in. They sell out like that. It's apparently a favorite. And I just don't get it. The Boston cream donut making.
The person that had the raspberry craving.
Huh. What? I'm not the only person that had the raspberry craving?
No, you're saying you don't get it. And she said, says the person who had the raspberry craving.
I know. But like...
You had it. You didn't get it. And you still don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, even if they were sold out of those, they could have given you raspberries.
Those are unapproved corporate raspberries. They're not allowed to hand them out for free.
Right?
Yeah, but there's 0 calories.
This is true. Zero calories is a good thing.
So, I may have to resort to getting Dunkin' raspberry-filled donuts. I just don't like the flavor of the donut as much.
Just because you don't like them doesn't mean you got to dunk on them.
Also, I'm not gonna drive to the far side of Pennsylvania just for Tim Hortons.
No.
Okay, yeah, I might. But not yet. Not yet. The craving has to get so much more. Surely there's a local donut joint that's a billion times better. I don't trust the local donut joints. There was, but it closed.
I'll put it this way. You don't have to go to the far side of Pennsylvania. You can go to the middle of North Carolina. Remember, Spud's Nut still exists there.
Ooh, there's a Spud Nuts in the middle of North Carolina?
Didn't we check to see that?
We checked.
When we found out that it was a chain, not just something local?
Hey, I only vaguely remember us doing this. It's worth the drive, says Lockpick. Shut it down.
I know
Go get on the
Kmart
road.
down like along the coast somewhere. I think there is. I think it is. Hang on.
Trust for what? They're making donuts. They don't have to be FDIC insured. You know, when I show up to Tim Hortons, they'll be out of raspberry donuts. Go to Timmy's first, then drink your Timmy's on the way to Spud Nuts. Oh, man. Okay, see, I don't know that Spud Nuts did raspberry-filled donuts. But their apple fritters were amazing. I mean, all of their donuts were amazing. PA isn't exactly big, can't be that far of a drive. It's, I think it's about 6 hours to the Tim Hortons. It's a pretty straight line, because I just got to get on 81 and go up 81. But it's a 6-hour drive from here to Tim Hortons. And it's about 2 hours from Tim Hortons to Ithaca.
All right, so in Cornelius, North Carolina, there's a bakery called Sprinkles that offers Spud Nuts donuts.
Okay. Is there a is there a Spud Nuts in Maryland?
Nope. But
go get 2 XL coffees so you have enough to get you home.
Oh no! This is the funny one. But apparently, in Crozet, the coffee shop there is also offering Spud Nut donuts.
They better not be messing with me. That's like walking into okay. They had better not be messing with me. I better not walk in there thinking I'm getting Spud Nuts and get some THCA bull crap that's like, oh yeah, we use potato flour, like some iced Martin's Hawaiian rolls or some crap.
Let's see.
They better be real Spud Nuts. I mean, I kind of have to imagine that they gotta be, because I can't imagine people around here, old heads around here, walking in there going, oh yeah, I'll get a Spud Nuts, and them giving them some abomination, and then the person not, like, burning the place down. Want to grab some Spud Nuts as my new pickup line? You know it's been used. You know it's been used as a pickup line. So there's a local band that named themselves after this donut chain. THC laden? Are they selling Bud Nuts? Oh, no. It's my way of saying that THCA is kind of fake. Like, it sucks walking into the dispensaries around here, and they're like, oh yeah, we've got great weed, and then all the weed in the dispensary is THCA.
Let's see, that's Washington State, not Washington, D.C.
It's been well used on... Wait, you mean the pickup line? Yeah. So, this band, Spud Nuts, we managed to interview the keyboard player for them. Named themselves after the Spud Nuts, and that was that was a fun interview. So, not all the dispensaries around here sell only THCA. There are places to get real weed. Which is what I smoke. Were they opened by the Lug Nuts? No, they were across from the Lug Nuts car repair shop. Unfortunately, they had a few screws loose, and the entire place fell apart. Trevor, you should not feel good about this. Okay, we got to get back to the game, A, before it's time to do the Catherine O'Hare remembrance, and B, before Peanut Gallery has to disappear. So, let's go.
From NPR.
This message comes from VCU Opportunity Teaching Solutional Decision.
Wait, don't tell me. The NPR News Quiz. I'm Bill Curtis. We're playing this week with Annie Rowarda, Nagin Farsad, and Peter Gross. Along. And here again is your host at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Bill. In just a minute, It's
The
about
eminently
time we
punchable
sat
Peter
you down
Seeger.
and finally had the talk, the one where we talk to you in limericks. It's our Listener Limerick Challenge. If you'd like to play, give us a call at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. Right now, panel, some more questions for you from the week's news. Peter, in the battle to eradicate invasive predators from New Zealand, a big problem there, scientists have discovered the perfect weapon. What is it?
I don't know. Something from Australia?
No, I'll give you a hint. Dunking these things in milk makes them especially powerful.
Oreo?
Chocolate
Oreos?
chip cookies?
A kind of cookie.
A kind of cookie? Oreos?
Yes, Oreo cookies.
Ooh.
So there is an invasive possum species in New Zealand, and while most of them can be caught in traditional ways, there were some who were far too clever and wary to literally take the bait. So officials needed something, quote, so tempting that it triggers reward-seeking behavior to override caution, which is basically, that's Oreos, right?
Yeah, can confirm.
Invasive raccoons, they're just like us.
I mean, honestly, isn't that the slogan of Oreos printed on the package? So tempting that it triggers reward-seeking behavior to override caution.
Right. You're like, yeah, don't say it out loud. Just let me shove 9 of these down my throat.
Yeah, they definitely override the part of my brain that tells me you bought this for your kid to take to school. And
One sleeve per person in the thing where there's 3 sleeves.
Exactly. And it worked. In the 2 weeks before they switched to Oreos, they caught 1 possum. In the 3 weeks after the switch, 15.
Well, it would work on me if I was ever in New Zealand.
Oh my God, they caught 4 possums and Peter Gross?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's worth it. Absolutely worth it.
And to fight off our possums just to get
We all know there are secret formulas for Coke and KFC, the Colonel's secret recipe. Well, the Wall Street Journal wrote about another even more secret formula, hidden in a bank vault, seen only by a...
Nagin and I were on the same page there for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, Nagin, tell me you go skiing without telling me you go skiing.
Dozen people over the decades is the secret formula for what?
Okay, the Krabby Patty is not real.
No.
It is going to be the secret formula. Is it?
What did you say?
I said Dr. Pepper.
I think you're right.
Formula is it food? Can you tell me that?
It's not a food.
It's not a food?
It's not a food.
Okay, can you give me a hint?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what they say, the squeaky wheel gets the highly secret formula.
WD-40.
Yes, WD-40.
Wow.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
That is what she said.
Dang.
WD-40.
Wow. Amazing. Whatever the formula is, it's working so well.
It really is. Props to you,
Must
Secret
be
Formula. Yes, the
American
Wall Street Journal wrote all
Possums,
about this. 2 amazing things in the story. First, that the formula for WD-40 is one of the world's most highly guarded industrial secrets. And
I
second,
believe
that it has a formula. I thought it was just a thing that there was.
On the periodic table.
Yeah, no, like there's water. Yeah, like gold, neon, WD-40, argon, carbon. You know, it's just a thing.
It seems like it should be down there on the bottom with the weird ones.
With the big numbers, yeah. It's
The
just a thing.
Californium and all the other ones.
Yeah, one of the elements.
But also, isn't it just, I've always felt like it's just secretly olive oil or something. You know what I mean? Like it's not anything.
No, it's an entire mystery what it is. In fact, the WD turns out to stand for what dis?
I work.
Okay, WD-40 is a mix of some kind of acid and some kind of lubricant.
Specifically stuff to displace the water so that you can make things work again. But
right, and also to keep the acid from eating away at the metal itself, only to get it to eat through dirt.
I mean, yes, but if you use it too much on the same part, the acid will still eat it.
Okay. So it's I feel like it's like something like hydrogen peroxide, vinegar, and 3-in-1 oil.
No, because the 3-in-1 oil has a completely different smell, even if you mix it with those two things.
You've mixed those three things together?
Fixing things when nobody else is around to stop you turns interesting.
I don't think they're dangerous when mixed together, but dang. This is how you discover stuff. Okay. So, like... Okay.
Cleaning something with vinegar and then discovering that the thing was stuck. So you use the 3-in-1 oil to help get it loose, and that's not working, and you cut yourself, so now you've got hydrogen peroxide mixed in it. It happens.
Alright. There you go. That tracks. That makes sense all of a sudden.
Like I said, fixing things when no one's around to stop you.
Alright. You got there. Sounds like the 60s in a nutshell.
I mean, yes.
Yep. Alright. Let's get back to the show.
So well, like I haven't had a sore throat in years.
I know, it's amazing. The formula is written down in a notebook that is locked in a bank vault in an undisclosed location somewhere in San Diego. Only a handful of people have seen it over the past 70 years because, unfortunately, the notebook also reveals the name of the inventor's secret crush.
Myrna Loy. I don't want anybody to know.
Coming up, it's lightning fill in the blank, but first it's the game where you have to listen for the rhyme. If you'd like to play on air, call or leave a message at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. You can come see us most weeks right here at the Studebaker Theater in downtown Chicago, or you can catch us on the road. And if you live in Chicago and you want to see our show's weird little sister, come check out our special Comedy Grab Bag live stand-up show March 11th at the Den Theater in Wicker Park. Adam Burke will be hosting, along with panelists Alzo Slade, Rachel Koster, and more special guests. For tickets and more information for all our live events, go to nprpresents.org. And while you're at it, head over to nprshop.org and check out our new merch. You can grab one of our new Wait tees or sweatshirts, but you will still need your own pants.
Not
Hi,
on
wait,
Sunday.
don't tell me.
Hi there, Peter. I'm Rachel from Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Hey, Rachel, how are you?
Doing phenomenal. It's absolutely been a wonderful day for me so far.
I am so glad. What a good attitude. What do you do there?
Speaking of Sunday,
I moved here to work on a trail crew with Conservation Corps New Mexico.
Oh, how very cool.
I like it.
If that's your job, what do you do for fun? Accounting?
No, I'm a musician for fun.
Oh, well, Rachel, welcome to the show. Bill Curtis is going to read you 3 news-related limericks with the last word or phrase missing from each. If you can find that last word or phrase correctly in 2 of the limericks, you will be a winner. You ready to play?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Here's your first limerick.
The airport lounge likes to promote deals, but their mush had an ultra-hot throat feel. I am making demands because I scalded my hands. I have sued because they served me hot
oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Yeah, there you got it.
Good.
A man sued Air Canada for $5,000 for medical expenses and pain and suffering because of an injury he received while eating oatmeal in their airport lounge. He says he spilled.
Everybody was waiting for you to say it, even the player.
As he spilled some oatmeal onto his hand, and it burned. He asked for $5,000. He claimed that Air Canada was negligent in allowing people to serve themselves from the hot container. A tribunal said no, it was not an unreasonable risk, and also said the oatmeal container had a large red flame symbol on the front, warning people it was hot. The guy said he just thought that meant the oatmeal was extra spicy.
He really said that?
No.
Those can be super hot.
But he really did say, and that was their defense. They said, he'd say it's hot. He said that they should have a trained person there to scoop the oatmeal for people to prevent this injury. because it's too dangerous.
Someone who went to college for 4 years, they went to grad school, specialized in oatmeal studies.
Yeah.
This guy's really into workforce development.
He really is. I appreciate it. All right. Here is your next limerick.
There should be a job for that.
Like to seek new domains, but slithering is such a pain. When home ground seems stale, we start riding the rails. We snakes like to get
Trains.
Train?
Train, yes. King cobra snakes
there
are spreading
snakes
really
on
efficiently
this
throughout
train?
India, and researchers have finally figured out why there are mother effing snakes on these mother effing trains. Researchers know that the snakes typically prefer forested areas in the inland of the country, but they've been found making homes in a handful of unexpected and far-flung places. And it turns out they all line up to nearby railway lines, right? So they think the snakes are taking the trains. I mean, maybe they're doing it to be sneaky. Maybe they just look up and see this long thing moving around the ground, and they go, "Daddy!"
They're promoting the railway lines. You know, there's always the commercials for whatever, and they're too good.
Yeah.
People are taking them, and the snakes are like, "That looks like a lovely vacation." I've never been to Goa. It seems like a blast.
This explains why I saw a suspiciously skinny man in an overcoat ordering a frozen rat in the cafe car. Here is your last limerick.
We belugas aren't sexual clingers. For those keys in a bowl, we are ringers.
Swingers.
On most of our dates, we are swapping our mates. Yes, beluga whale pods are all
Swingers.
Swingers,
it
yes.
is.
Scientists have determined that beluga whales are swingers, repeatedly switching mating partners from year to year. The findings were reported in the New England Journal of Ocean Perverts.
Sluts. I had no idea.
Yes.
I knew. I could tell. No.
Weird how Rafi never mentioned that. Bill, how did Rachel do in our quiz?
3 in a row.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for calling, Rachel. Take care.
Yeah, you too, Peter.
This message, stress-free way. This message fits your lifestyle.
Fast, like when as fast as 30 minutes.
As they can. Each correct answer now worth 2
All right,
points.
everybody
Bill,
ready?
can you give us the scores?
Nagin has 3, Andy and Peter each have 2.
So, that means, Nagin, you are in first place. Annie and Peter are tied for second. Peter, we're going to start with you.
Great.
Here we go. The clock will start when they begin. First
very
question,
well
fill in the
played,
blank.
Maddie. Very
On
funny.
Tuesday, the new
Beluga,
owners
I
of
hardly
social
know her.
media app Blank blamed a power outage for some posts being censored.
Snapchat?
No, TikTok. On Monday, the White House announced it was increasing blanks on goods from South Korea.
Terrible.
Right. On Monday, Russia confirmed that its Black Sea flagship was in fact sunk by a missile from blank.
Ukraine?
Right. According to health officials, blank expectancy in the U.S. is on the rise.
Life expectancy?
Yes. On Monday, the last 2 blanks on loan to zoos in Japan were returned to
Pandas.
Pandas?
China. Right. After a Waymo self-driving car crashed into several parked cars in Los Angeles, the company assured the public that blank.
They're safe.
There's going to be way more of this.
Hey, way more safe than you think.
There's not going to be way more of this.
Waymo assured the public the car was being driven by a human at the time. No injuries were reported after the vehicle crashed into multiple cars in a residential neighborhood, but Waymo was still quick to point out that it was human error and that a self-driving car would never hit another car, only pedestrians. Bill, how did Peter do in our quiz?
He got 4 right, 8 more points. Total of 10 puts him in the lead.
All right, very good.
Hold your applause, folks.
Annie, you're up next. Here we go. Fill in the
Okay.
blank. On Thursday, Senate Democrats and the White House reached a deal to avoid a blank.
Government shutdown.
Right, on Monday, the American Academy of Pediatrics released its updated childhood blank recommendations.
Screen time?
No vaccine recommendations. This week, the Federal Reserve once again held blanks steady.
Interest rates.
Right, citing declining sales, electric car maker Blank announced it was discontinuing 2 of its models.
Tesla?
Right, after fans pressured him to write a song against Trump, children's songwriter Rafi said he couldn't because blank.
His voice is tired.
No, because as Raffi, he is not allowed to use the F-bomb in his songs. On Monday, France faced a backlash after banning blanks from their high-speed railways premium cabins.
Vapes. Cigarettes.
Kids.
Oh.
On Sunday,
more dangerous than vapes and cigarettes.
These are the French. They'd ban kids long before cigarettes. On Sunday, the Seahawks and Patriots won their conference title games and will face each other at the blank.
Super Bowl.
Right. After two boys, aged 9 and 11, at a daycare in Canada got in a fight over a toy dinosaur, the younger boy blanked the older boy.
Pooped on.
No. He sued him.
Sued. Okay.
The 11-year-old hit the 9-year-old in the finger with a toy dinosaur, and in that classic schoolyard taunt, the 9-year-old said, "I'll see you in court." In the end, the judge sided with the older boy and dismissed the suit, which is a huge relief because he was facing 10 to 15 years in the timeout chair. Bill, how did Annie do on our quiz?
Hey, we've got a Super Bowl here. 4 right, 8 more points, 10 means she's tied with Peter.
All right then, and how many then does Nagin need to win?
4 to win.
3.5 to tie.
Here you are. Here we go, Nagin. This is for the game, Nagin.
Okay.
On Wednesday, the FBI raided a central election office in blank.
Georgia.
Right. On Tuesday, the acting president of Venezuela pushed back against the White House's demands to restart blank production.
Oil.
Right. This week, President Trump escalated his threats of military action against blank.
Iran.
Right. According to health officials, South Carolina's blank outbreak is the U.S.'s biggest in 25 years.
Measles.
Right. This week, an AI-generated ad promoting Tasmania's tranquil hot springs had to be removed because blank.
They're not tranquil.
No, they're not there. There are no hot springs in Tasmania. On Tuesday, the blank clock was set closer to midnight than it has ever been.
Doomsday.
Oh, the end of the world.
Yeah, the doomsday clock. On Monday, Cadillac became only the second American car maker to have a blank racing team.
F1?
Yeah, Formula One. Car shoppers suspected a car auction site was using AI when photos of a used Cadillac showed that the car had blank.
Arms.
No. The ad photo showed that the Cadillac had cobblestone floors. If you're unfamiliar with the 1999 Cadillac DeVille, one thing to know about it is that it does not have cobblestone floors on the interior. It's hard to say why exactly the auction site thought they should add that to the pictures of the car.
5 tires.
But honestly, for me, the only way I know I'm in a true luxury vehicle is if I might sprain an ankle. Bill, didn't Nagin do well enough to win?
Did really well. 6 right, 12 more points. 15 gives her the win this week.
Congratulations, Nagin! Yay!
Suck it, you guys.
Congratulations.
Gracious in defeat, not gracious in victory whatsoever.
Coming up, our panelists predict, now that we know they can explode, what surprising thing will trees do next? Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is a production of NPR and WBEZ Chicago in association with Urgent Haircut Productions, Doug Berman, Benevolent Overlord. Philip Godica writes our limericks. Our public address announcer is Paul Friedman. Our tour manager is Shana Donald. Thanks to the staff and crew here at the Studebaker Theater. BJ Liederman composed our theme. Our program is produced by Jennifer Mills, Miles Dornbos, and Lillian King. Special thanks to Vinnie Thomas and Monica Hickey. Peter Gwynn is the apple of our eye. Our visual host is Emma Choi. Technical direction is from Lorna White. Our CFO is Colin Miller. Our production manager is Robert Newhouse. Our senior producer is Ian Chillock. And the executive producer of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me is Mike Danforth. And I'm afraid to say this is a sad day for us at Wait, Wait because we have to say goodbye to our beloved tour manager, Shana Donald. Shana came to us after working with people like the Eagles and the Rolling Stones. And just by her presence, we all got promoted from dorks all the way up to nerds. Her energy is magnetic. Her dedication to making everything better for everybody around her is endless, and we will miss her terribly. We just know that wherever she goes next, that place will not just be lucky, it will be much cooler. Now, panel, what will trees do next? Nagin Farsad.
They can't have cracks, so they're gonna get into skincare so their barks look hot.
Annie Rowerda.
The trees are going to apologize for exploding, especially in public. They will not do it next time.
And Peter Gross.
They're gonna break out singing, "It's time to try defying gravity."
Don't you dare!
Organize an
Well,
attack on West
if any
Vaco
of that
Company.
happens, panel, we'll ask you about it on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you, Bill Curtis. Thanks also to Nagin
Georgia
Farsad,
Pacific.
Peter Gross, And thanks for a great debut from Annie Rawarda. Thanks to our fabulous audience here at the Studebaker Theater in downtown Chicago. Thanks to all of you for listening wherever you might be. I'm Peter Sagal. We'll see you next week. This is NPR.
This message.
All right. Well, that was our weekly playing along with Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. Now we are going to do our remembrance for Catherine O'Hare. We're going to talk about Catherine O'Hare. I am gonna, let's see if I can get Brock's attention and get him to magically appear. Wow. That was, what?
O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara. Yes. O'Hara. Let me pull up my IMDb real quick so that I've got my my reference material up.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Should we, first thing is she passed away day before yesterday? Yeah. So it's been 30th. It's been a couple of days, but it's still pretty fresh. Yeah. Catherine O'Hare is super cool too, I'm sure. But yeah, this is so she's been in so much stuff that it would be forever for us to list it. One of the things that she was known for was that she did a lot of Christopher Guest movies. And she worked with Eugene Levy a lot. She was a beloved actress, apparently a writer and director as well.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote for SCTV, buddy.
Huh?
Matter of fact, she wrote SCTV.
She wrote SCTV. Well, there you go. SCTV, of course, being, as a child, my favorite sketch comedy show. Because apparently I really am officially Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more likely to drive up to the far side of Pennsylvania to get some Tim Hortons than down to, what was it, North Carolina to get Spud Nuts?
Yep.
But yeah, she was beloved. Beloved Canadian, of course. If I was truly Canadian, you'd be whining how Timmy isn't the same for 20 years now. Hasn't been the same for 20 years now. You know, we only got Tim Hortons in the U.S. 20 years ago or so. So, yeah, she is, well, Brock, do you want to take over as our resident media correspondent?
I can tell you that this one hurts more than the other ones. Totally unexpected. She's even currently on a television show that I'm watching, so it could be difficult. It also didn't hurt that she's looked like she's been in her 40s for the past 30 years.
That is true.
Still unexpected. But yes, she wrote the first episode of SCTV in Chicago, and I guess she wrote a character that nobody else could pull off. So after the first episode, she then became an actor on SCTV as well, basically writing parts that only she could pull off, which is kind of a gangster move.
I mean, yeah.
She also headed up the spinoffs, which was like SCTV weeknights or something. There were multiple spinoffs that she was in control of.
Okay.
And then, yeah, at one point in time, she did become a Christopher Guest actor.
Yes.
But I cannot for the life of me remember if she's in This Is Spinal Tap.
No, she is not, I don't believe.
Okay, because that would make watching the director's commentary, the commentary version, a little bit harder to watch.
Okay. First off, people who don't know SCTV, it delivered to us John Candy, Eugene Levy, Dave Thomas, and a bunch more, actually.
Well, I mean, this is where Tina Fey and Amy Poehler got their start. If it weren't for SCTV, there wouldn't be a Upright Citizens Brigade.
Right. There was for quite a time I'm sorry.
I mean, Chris Farley, Mike Myers, basically everybody who was awesome on Saturday Night Live in the 90s at least cut their teeth for a little bit on SCTV.
And in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's where you had, like, Dan Aykroyd and stuff coming.
Yeah.
He might have been early 80s.
Rick Moranis!
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about Rick Moranis. I was thinking of the group itself. The people with the group itself. I mean, yeah, there is that. Like, the original group is what I was trying to think of. But, I mean, it also...
SCTV is where we get Strange Brew from?
Yeah. That's where it started. Yeah. So...
She wrote for all of that.
Mm-hmm. Right. She was... Somehow Rick Moranis returned. Coming back. Spaceballs 2, yes. Yep.
Well, technically he made his return on the Goldbergs, but this is not his episode.
So, yeah, that's got us, that gives us some idea of where she sort of started. And she has...
Now, for me, I thought she was a serious actor because of the roles that she first appeared in my life, which were sort of the serious parts of silly movies. Home Alone, Beetlejuice, things like that. So when the time rolled around and she started doing Christopher Guest stuff, and it was, oh my gosh, she can be funny. Then I realized, oh no, she can be serious. She is funny.
Right. So, for me, those two characters were the opposite sides of a coin. The Beetlejuice character and the Home Alone character. The Beetlejuice character, her character in Beetlejuice was hilarious to me. She was so over the top, so camp, you know, but she fit as a counterpoint to the rest of the movie, because at the time, Tim Burton's take on, Tim Burton's sort of artistic ideas were very sort of over the top. It wasn't till a little later that he started pulling it back a bit more. But, you know, Beetlejuice, he really went for camp, over the top, and he put her right up there, but in a colorful, you know, as a colorful version. Whereas a true, you know, the true foil to the Beetlejuice movie would have been her character in Home Alone. Way more drab. Way less over the top. Way more normal. You know. But for me, even in Home Alone, she did that great scene where she realizes it. That moment. That burned in my head moment where it really sold everything, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, and it's funny when you think about Home Alone. Perhaps some people will slapping his hands on his face after using the aftershave, but a majority, or maybe even the second thoughts, are always going to be her saying, "Kevin, Kevin," right? Because that's how much she stole the movie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Although there was a lot of great stuff in Home Alone.
There was, and the scenes that she had with John Candy.
Oh yeah,
will also stick out in my memory.
Yeah. So, what were your earliest encounters with her? What was your peanut gallery and cat?
Peanut Gallery is getting ready to leave for work because he's got to be there in a little bit.
Okay.
But for me, honestly, Beetlejuice, because I watched that when I watched that not long after it came out, which means I was not very old at the time.
Okay.
Was that 92, 93?
88.
I wasn't even born yet, so.
That was 88 is when that came out, and I watched it probably 89 or 90. Whenever it came out on video, Dad had to rent it to watch it, so.
Okay.
And the rules in the house were not necessarily geared towards, oh, that's too scary for little kids to watch. It was, there are adults present and they can explain the scary things.
Explain that, yes, it was 88 and it was rated PG.
That's because PG-13 wasn't invented yet.
Yeah. But yeah, even the adults had trouble explaining some of the things in Beetlejuice to each other.
Yes, but this is Okay, we did not move to Virginia until 1989. And I remember Dad watching Chucky.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a little rough for a kid.
Which
Well, I mean, are we talking about
my little brothers, so younger than me, favorite horror movies. And Dad had, Mom's like, you played it when they were awake and had a chance to see anything, so you get to sit down and explain this to them. So
was this edited for commercial television, or was this like
VHS?
Straight copy? Wow.
No commercials.
So I would have been allowed to watch Chucky at the age of 8 or 9, as long as it came on commercial television and was edited for television.
You're back. Oh, you're gone. You're back.
I'm having to leave, so switching computers.
Aha. So yeah, I wasn't that into horror as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that hard for my parents to be like, yeah, no, that's too much horror for you.
Mm-hmm.
But violence was more what I was into. Once I got off the anti-violent, anti-competitive social experiment of a farm I grew up on, I was attracted very much to violence. Not necessarily, gore porn or anything like that, but like action flicks.
Yes.
War movies. And comedy. Lots of comedy. Yeah. And, my parents would tell me that there were certain comedies that I just wasn't going to get. And it's like, okay. They're like, you just aren't going to understand it yet. You're just not old enough to get it. But, so I didn't watch War of the Roses.
Mm-hmm.
It was the cast from Romancing the Stone. And I thought, oh God, I'm gonna love it. It's a comedy. It's these people. It's Michael Douglas. What's her name? And Danny DeVito. Why is her name gone from my head all of a sudden? It's the same cast. I should love it. This should be great. And my parents are like, Kathleen Turner? Yeah, I think so. But I didn't watch it because it was about adult relationships. It was about a marriage failing. And there was no way I was going to get the humor. It was going to be a lot of take my wife please jokes, probably.
Right.
Whereas Death Becomes Her was a little easier for me to understand because there was a lot of physical comedy.
Yeah.
But also by the time but I was also getting a little bit more, being a little more aware by Death Becomes Her.
Yeah. The apart from Beetlejuice and Home Alone, the other two places growing up that I knew her from were Nightmare Before Christmas and Tall Tale.
Right. She's Sally and Shock in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Which, I kind of knew Sally. I didn't realize that she was also Shock.
I'm not surprised.
For a very long time.
Yeah. She was in Wyatt Earp? I only saw that once. I only saw it once, so.
She was playing Jean in Tall Tale.
She's Bat Masterson's wife.
Yep.
And Wyatt Earp.
Allie Earp.
Oh, she played Wyatt's wife. Okay.
Yeah.
See, again, all of these early roles for me were serious. So I didn't realize that she was a comic that was doing serious stuff.
Right.
I also saw this movie called There Goes the Neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. She was in that.
With Jonathan Banks.
I know I've seen it. I don't remember it.
Basically, what happens is guy in jail tells other inmates that he's hidden some money. And they break out of jail and go to the wrong house looking for the money.
Oh,
and
Jeff Daniels
it's her house.
is in it.
I think he and Catherine O'Hara are married, and it's their house. They're at the wrong house.
Right.
And about halfway through it, the non-criminals actually figure out what's going on, and they're the ones that end up with the money at the end. That's neither here nor there. But one of the greatest scenes is they're trying to get through this like concrete slab that's different from all the rest of the concrete in the basement. So this is where they think that they have to look because it's obvious. And so they're like swinging this sledgehammer down, and it's like barely doing any work to it. And I don't even know like how she gets involved, but she steps up to the plate and like does a couple of corkscrew swings, and then slams it down on the concrete. The concrete starts to break away, and all these other like strong dudes are like, "How come she could do that? I couldn't."
Rhea Perlman was also in that one.
Are you on the IMDb page?
Yep. Hopped over there real quick to check it. Huh?
There's no way you would know that just off the top of your head.
Right. No. I could not if I don't remember the movie. And she's also in Waiting for Guffman, but I wouldn't remember.
That's a Christopher Guest movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. So at that point, she had joined the Christopher Guest cast.
Haven't I? I have to ask
you. Didn't see it with me.
Oh, then maybe I didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure the only Christopher Guest movie that we have watched together is Spinal Tap.
We didn't watch...
There might have been a chance for us to watch A Mighty Wind together, but I don't think it happened.
Okay.
Also,
we didn't watch Best in Show together. I watched that with a girlfriend at the time in the theater.
Great movie.
Oh yeah. Also, trying to think of other Christopher Guest movies. I'm not coming up with any, though.
I think we're only missing one.
Right?
It's whatever's between Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show. Regardless.
I'm not seeing anything I recognize as a Christopher Guest in there.
All right, then maybe we didn't miss one.
But it looks like she had a pretty, in the mid 90s, she had a run of more serious stuff.
Well, yeah, because she was starting to be seen as a serious actor.
Right. And then it looks like Mad TV. She did an episode of Mad TV and Best in Show in 2000.
awesome.
Okay, this. Oh, okay. After that, 12 episodes of Committed. A mighty wind in 03. And I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, just nothing I recognize. A series of unfortunate events in 04.
Yeah.
I did not know she did 4 episodes of 6 Feet Under. I didn't know she was in Over the Hedge.
So it's definitely a shame she stopped writing.
Yeah.
At least that we know of. But it also makes me wonder if people actually gave her lines or just let her show up and do her thing.
Well, I'm sure that some stuff she did, you know, she was allowed to just sort of show up and do her thing.
Studio feels very much like that.
What does?
Studio? That's the television program that she was currently on.
Studio?
Yeah.
Which
the
is
Studio,
a very
yeah.
funny television show.
You know,
And she's not in every scene or anything, but the stuff with her and Seth Rogen is just priceless.
I'm sure. I feel like she was given a lot of room in Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
I feel
to be
like
able to keep that voice up and that facial expression up the entire time, very impressive.
Very impressive. I feel like probably they were all Eugene, Dan, her. The rest of the main cast, I feel like, was probably given a whole lot of room. Chris Elliott. They just sort of, they were allowed to show up and do their thing, and I think partially because, you know, a lot of them have worked very closely together for a long time. So it feels like there was a lot of room for them just to be able to improv through their lines.
But yeah, and I mean, she's pretty much been working with Eugene Levy since the beginning of both of their careers. So that's how well they can get along.
Haven't they been working off and on with Chris Elliott since the beginning of his career and worked with his dad?
I don't know.
Like, wasn't he?
Chris Elliott was like, he had one season of Saturday Night Live. He did a couple of like not very good sitcoms.
Yeah. Yes, but I think he came up either through UCB or through Second City to UCB.
Okay, well, Upright Citizens Brigade wasn't around yet.
Okay, then it was it was Second City. He came up through Second City, and his dad is comedy royalty, and I can't remember his dad's name right now. But it was definitely there are some deep ties between between them. You know, it makes sense that he got the role in Schitt's Creek.
Mm.
In any case, what is your what's your favorite role that she's done?
Which one? Who are you talking to here?
Everybody. We have moved on to the general question. What's...
All right, well, I thoroughly enjoy the studio. And it might just be because it's current.
Mm.
She has dished out a whole lot of laughs in that show. So that's where my mind goes to immediately.
It'd have to be Beetlejuice for me because that is and has been a very long-standing favorite movie.
For me, it's between Beetlejuice and Schitt's Creek. There's something about Moira and there's something about all of Schitt's Creek that just really is very comfortable to me. It hits a very comforting and comfortable place in my heart. But Beetlejuice is also one of my favorite movies, and I think she did an amazing job of being the foil to the rest of the aesthetic. Chat, you guys have favorites? Well, as we wait for chat to weigh in there for a minute, we are getting on towards the end of stream. It's about to be time for us to say goodbye.
My news clip.
Your news clip, yes, your news clip.
Which you may have heard about because it made enough noise.
No, I had not heard about this. Nelson County officials safely capture kangaroo found in roadway. Nelson County, Virginia, WSET. Nelson County officials had an unusual start to their Saturday after responding to a call involving a kangaroo. During the morning hours, the Nelson County Sheriff's Office received a report of a kangaroo obstructing traffic at the intersection of Thomas Nelson Highway and Oak Ridge Road.
Is this real?
Is this real?
Hold on, I'm sorry, I forgot to, let me do a thing real quick, and yes. Forgot to share screen over here. Oh, I guess I was sharing screen.
You were. We could see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Bodek.
Yep.
And Deputy Richardson responded to the scene where they located the kangaroo and quickly determined it was injured, according to the department. Oh, well, that's sad.
It's okay. The kangaroo is going to be okay.
See, also, Henry County man charged with animal cruelty after admitting to shooting poodle. Jesus.
That's an entirely separate news story.
Let's skip that. Deputies guided
Not
the
do that
animal.
ever.
Huh?
Let's not do that ever.
Right? Deputies guided the animal off Route 29 onto private property along Oak Ridge Road. After being contacted, the kangaroo's owner met them at the location. With assistance from Conservation Police Officer Andrew Sundra, deputies were able to safely capture the kangaroo. The animal has since been returned to its owner, and officials say it is expected to make a healthy recovery.
I couldn't pay attention to any of that. That voice was crazy.
Thank you.
All right.
I
So that
really enjoy
that particular
my newscaster voice.
that particular area of Nelson County, that Oak Ridge Estate in that area, has long had various strange animals that you do not expect to find in Virginia. Most notably, for many, many years, driving by, there would be traffic jams from rubberneckers because they've got a camel or two that live out in that field.
Huh. I know this place.
So people going by on the way to Lock-In, or way back in the day, at times, you had Camp Jeep out there, and people would stop because there were camels out in that field. So, on the one hand, we're used to camels, we're used to emus, we're used to very fancy looking.
They can keep the emus. Those things won a war.
So those we're used to strange animals being out there, but a kangaroo on the side of 29 in the snow.
Nyetenstein. Let's just know. I mean, seriously, I'm not okay with Australian animals showing up in America. I don't mind Australians, but not the animals, because those things are dangerous. They're murderous. They're cheese and crackers.
No such thing as a bad kangaroo, just a bad kangaroo owner.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, you've got the camels, the emus.
Rabbits. Those things are jacked boxing machines. I mean, they.
But that's a little one. Look at him holding him.
I bet you that thing is tranked out of its skull.
Oh, definitely would have to be.
I bet you I bet you they
It's a strong card for you to play, Trevor.
But yeah, you've also got, oh God, when I was a little kid, out towards North Garden, or maybe up on Afton Mountain, I'm not sure which, because little kid directions.
Right.
But I remember there being someone that decided to fence off and import a whole bunch of gazelle.
Oh.
And they thought the fence was high enough, and the gazelle escaped.
No. Oh, gazelle, no, that ain't high enough.
So after that, the gazelle not only got loose, but they crossbred. So you have got white-tailed deer out there that do not grow the big rack of antlers. and will look like a gazelle, and you've got some out there that look like a gazelle but have the huge rack of antlers and can jump significantly higher and run faster than a regular whitetail.
Well, that explains some of the things that look like not deer.
Some of them, yes.
But are those breeds known for walking on two legs and having long hair as well?
No, that's actually a not deer.
Okay, because I didn't see that.
Yes. If you're not seeing that, then please, go the other direction.
Right, I didn't see it. I looked the other way.
Yeah.
And I've told no one about not seeing it.
Congratulations, you've done everything correctly.
Right. I also didn't whistle.
Oh, very good. That is most appreciated. But yeah, no, that was like Thursday we had Snowcrete fall off of a building and squish a car.
Oh, did that actually happen?
That did actually happen.
Dang.
Friday we had the Pantops AutoZone roof collapse partially under the snow ice. And then Saturday we had a kangaroo.
Dang.
It's like, okay, we have got so much bad, horrible, terrible news going on.
Okay, so no, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think that they need to update the biblical plagues, because this is not. This ain't your Old Testament set of plagues, buddy.
Keep in mind that this was a set of plagues designed for a very arid area of desert and all. So
true, and it has rained frogs here.
Yes. Anyway, I am going to have to go because I am getting messages from people that I need to go answer, and I am sorry for that.
All right. Well, it is actually time for us to be shutting down anyway. It is time for us to raid out to the Sunday No Pants raid train. Thank you, Kat, for being here. Thank you, Brock, for being here. And thank you, even though he's not here at the moment, thank you, Peanut Gallery, for having been here. Thank you, Maddie Holmes. Thank you, Chris into 386. Thank you, Just Me Crystal. Thank you, Lockpick. Thank you, Master Rasta 420. And I believe that's everybody who was in the chat. Thank you, all you lurkers. Much love. Stick around for the raid. And as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down. VA double deuces. We're out, y'all.
lele.